ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 29 of the Division Z podcast. My name is Jason.
And I am K Cosmic.
Welcome to the last episode of the Division Z podcast
Hell yeah.
before Christmas.
I was like, what? Why did I know about this?
But yeah, Merry
God.
early Christmas, everybody.
Absolutely.
Treyarch has decided to give us an early Christmas gift as well in season 1, and that is going to be the main topic of discussion today. Is season 1 actually good? So, what do we think overall? At first, we'll talk about overall first, and then we'll get into the actual content. Overall, Cosmic, do you like season 1?
Well, I think it's a good start, right? Like to be honest, I don't even know, because it's good, the stuff they're giving us, but the stuff they're giving us feels kind of feels like a tad underwhelming.
Okay.
Like
I see a lot of people saying that.
I like Jingle Hells. It's not really a new game mode, Phil, is it? Because it is. Don't get me wrong, and it completely changes the feel of the map. And I love the music. I love the aesthetics, and I think it's really fun. But it's not really new content, is it? And they've locked Easter eggs and things like that.
That's the thing that I hate the most. That they locked the Easter eggs.
We don't actually get to do like the stuff that people do in the game. And as far as new weapons go as well, I know we're going to talk about overall, but as far as new weapons as well for zombies, they're underwhelming in zombies, but in multiplayer they're really good. Because I've been playing Raid. That's the one. That's the best thing about the season. Raid, 100%.
Raid.
Yeah, like I've been having a blast on Raid, and I think it really brings back up to vibes because they haven't tried to change it or anything. They just kept it the exact same. And I love that. I love how it looks like the exact same from BO2.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, Jason, what are your thoughts on everything?
Honestly, I feel as if I'm in the similar boat than I was with Black Ops 4, where a lot of people are really disappointed in what's going on right now, and I'm taking it for how it is, man. I'm really appreciating the good things about season 1.
Yeah, no, totally. So, same here.
For example, yeah, like you said, Raid is a great part of the map. I even like the map at the mall, the Pines. I thought that was a good map.
Yeah.
2v2 Gunfight, my favorite multiplayer mode for Modern Warfare, coming back. Been grinding that a lot off stream and getting better at the maps and really trying to focus in on that. And then Jingle Hells. The thing about Jingle Hells is it is a different game mode in the sense that there's a lot of different mechanics that you need to do, and there's the presents and snowmen and whatever. But that's it. And then there's no mystery box either, so that's really weird.
I mean, I noticed that when I went in. I saw someone in my chat saying, "Is it a glitch?" And I'm like, I don't know. It's not here for me.
It is not a glitch. If you look at the very start of the game, Santa Claus is flying with his Plague Hound reindeer, and he has got the mystery box in his sleigh. So it's like the Apothecon on Revelations, where he steals the mystery box. I'm saying there should be some sort of a quest or some sort of a what do you call it? Some sort of way to get it back. Like you get the pack punch back in Revelations, you should be able to get the mystery box back in Jingle Hells. And honestly, I don't know if we'll ever figure that out, because I feel as if a lot of people don't really play Jingle Hells,
Jingle Hells is good. And by the way, I'm seeing you on the chat. Welcome to the stream. We're having a good day. Jingle Hells is fun, but again, it's kind of limited, I think, by not having a mystery box and
no Easter egg.
So many features of the map not being in the you can't do the Easter egg, right?
They missed an opportunity there, man. They totally missed one.
Yeah, and I was really excited for Cranked, but you can't get it yet because it's not coming out yet.
Mid-season market will be coming out.
So is that all the season we're getting for zombies this time around for season 1? It's not a bad start. Like, we're getting 2 technically new game modes, which I appreciate, right? But Jingle Hells will go away, and then that game mode, it won't exist anymore.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Jingle Hells is one of those game modes where I don't mind that one being an LTM as much as other game modes like Cranked coming into Zombies. I feel as if that, when it gets introduced, should be permanent just because it gives people a different thing to play, you know?
Yeah.
Just like how Rush and Gauntlet was permanent in Black Ops 4. Those aren't LTMs. But the fact that Cranked is going to be an LTM, I don't know how to feel about that.
Here's kind of going off a bit, but when do you think we'll get Grief? Because I felt like they would have gave us that first.
If anything, Grief could be something that comes back at any point, to be honest.
Yeah.
At any point, they could just do it. Season 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, however many seasons there's going to be of Cold War. I think it can come back at any point. It's just a matter of if they want to do it or not, or if, Activision gives them the okay to do it. Pretty much is what it's coming down to. So that's the thing.
I mean, I guess anything tied to him. What was his name? Jimmy Zelensky. Yeah, that's it, right?
Yeah,
Jimmy Zelensky. Yeah, I guess anything tied to him. I don't know if Activision like it too much.
Who knows, man? that is definitely a mystery. That is something we will probably never know.
Actually, I seen the funniest tweet. And it was David Vonderhart saying, "Buried is my favorite. Is the best on the map at all time. Don't at me." And then it was Jimmy Zelensky underneath it being like, "You don't know how ironic this is." Because I'm pretty sure, them 3 maps.
Oh.
I'm Transit, Die Rise, and Buried.
Yeah, the Zelensky maps, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that had a big reasoning for why he doesn't work there anymore.
Yeah, well, here's
the fact that...
Dude, I don't know. I can understand where Transit and Die Rise are pretty big flops, and it's like, all right, that's not cool. But Buried, I mean, Zelensky did a great job with Buried, Yeah. I think it's really interesting to see that he's just up and gone after Buried.
Yeah.
But you know what? Blundell's the better creator, to be honest. I mean...
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no shade to Zelensky. I mean, because I like Buried. Yeah, I like Buried.
You like Buried.
I like Buried. Easily a top 10 map of all time. Easily.
Yeah. I had fun in Buried. But go back to Grief. I want it to come sooner than later, to be honest, because I feel like Zombie needs that competitive game mode now.
I agree.
We need competition in Zombies because, going round upon rounds is fun until it's not fun anymore. And don't get me wrong, I think Black Ops Cold War again is the best zombie game, but I've had no desire to play it. I've been trying to grind Dark Matter. I've been trying to get all my challenges and things done. But as far as actually enjoying the game, I'm not like, wow, I really want to hop on and play a game of Zombies. I'll do Easter eggs. I did a stream a few weeks ago. I had a really good time. I did the Pistols only Easter egg.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was great fun. Yeah, that was great fun. And I want to do snipers as well. Not rifles. That's kind of easy. But I want to go through and do a bunch of challenges that are fun to do because there's a challenge. But I feel like the base game is just so easy that I'm not really fussed about getting to round 100 anymore.
I can understand that. I feel like a lot of the hype for getting super high rounds is a little bit dissipated, but there's still that big chunk of the community that still does that. We got a message in the chat here saying, "Can you do a Cold War podcast?" Well, we're kind of doing it right now. So welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a fantastic day. We're talking about season 1.
Unless it means actual Cold War, going through the history of Cold War.
So basically, in 1950, the Soviet Union, United States, Cuban Missile Crisis, Bay of Pigs. We'll go through history. But no, that's the thing. The thing that's really been making me come back to Cold War recently is, funny enough, the multiplayer right now, because funnily enough, I kind of agree with you. Like I said earlier, I'm really getting back into gunfight, and I like most of the gunfight maps. I like ICBM, U-Bahn, and KGB. Game Show, which is the one I thought I would like the most, that one is tricky as hell, and it's so hard to get used to that map because you have so many sight lanes to go behind the stage and on the stage, and it's a really hard map. Maybe that's why I got a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth for it right now. Yeah. But maybe as I learn it, I'll learn to appreciate it. But The one thing I do gotta criticize Gunfight about though is they give you way too many LMGs in the gun rotation. They give you way too many M60s. It's M60 and M79. That's one of the classes that you can get, and it's just terrible. It's just absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
So they need to switch
I feel like
up the
that
guns
with all the
a little bit.
LMGs in Cold War. I mean, what do you think of Rebirth Island, or should I say Mob of the Dead?
Reskinned Alcatraz.
Genuinely just reskinned Alcatraz. They made it out to be a lot more, and it wasn't.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? I don't necessarily... I liked Alcatraz Blackout in Black Ops 4. I thought it was better than the actual map. So I don't mind that we have that layout back in this game for Warzone. I don't mind. But the thing is, like you just said...
Why call it Rebirth Island?
They made it out to be something completely different, and they made it out to be something... that's not Alcatraz Island.
Unless they said it somewhere and we were just too stupid to pick up on it.
True. I mean, there could be something out there where it's like, oh yeah, Rebirth Island is a reimagining of the Alcatraz portals or something.
In the chat we have, wait, are there new zombie maps? Not yet, sadly.
Season 2. Actually confirmed for Season 2 by Treyarch.
February, isn't it?
I don't know, to be honest. I mean...
Yeah,
that sounds about right. Like that, that sounds about right.
Late February. Late February. It gives us December, January, and then we'll get late February for, that. But I mean, one thing I don't know, because I think we're all seeing how it play out with the Warzone weapons and Black Ops Cold War weapons in the same game mode, and the way it played out was like, I don't know,
really nice actually.
Have you played a lot of Warzone?
I this morning I played Warzone for the first time in like months, and I jumped into Rebirth Island, almost won as well. I'm not gonna lie, I got 4th place. That was a close call, but I picked up a Krig off the ground in Rebirth Island, and that played so well in the game. I picked up a LW3 that played really well. I was really shocked about it. And they look really good in the game, too. And the operators from Cold War look really good on the Modern Warfare engine, too.
You want to know something? It's funny how the guns look better not in Cold War. It's because Modern Warfare graphically, I think it looks a lot more crisp than Cold War. I think Cold War looks cool, and I think the color palette's really nice and all that. But I think actual Modern Warfare, I think the actual look of the game looks a lot nicer. But the thing is,
see, that's the thing.
The thing is, for me,
Modern Warfare definitely looks really good. I think I like aim for that. I like the style of Cold War better. I like the color palette. I like the movement better.
No, totally. Cold War feels more like an arcadey game, which COD should be, while Modern Warfare feels like Battlefield 5, 6. I don't know, a Battlefield game.
And you know what's cool too is, remember when people in the comment section on a lot of Treyarch or Activision Twitter posts, they would be like, well, Cold War has an FOV slider now, so does that mean the Cold War Warzone players are going to have an advantage? And no, you don't even have an FOV slider. It separates. It literally puts you in Modern Warfare. That is Warzone. It just puts you in Modern Warfare. It closes Black Ops Cold War and puts you in Modern Warfare.
I wonder if people that who aren't used to the game, don't understand how it works. Like, oh, I'll put the new Battle Royale. And they put in Modern Warfare, like, this isn't Cold War. What's going on here? Well, what? No, my game's broken.
Yeah, that's why at first I was really confused why I needed to update Modern Warfare to play Warzone at first, because I was like, wait a minute, if this is a Warzone map in Cold War, why do I need to? Well, now I know why. You don't even play Cold War when you're playing Warzone. It's just I mean, I think What's up?
I'm saying we have Aqua in the chat saying, "What good guys?" I agree with you guys a lot more on Cold War than I do with my RRL friends.
Yo, let's go.
I mean, I don't know. I think majority of people think the same. Like, Zombies is really good, but there's not really any content. Multiplayer is kind of meh, but it's something to do. Mm-hmm. And Warzone is Warzone.
Warzone's Warzone.
So
yeah,
exactly.
And the thing is, with multiplayer, with Raid and Mall at the Pines, those two maps. Those are really fun multiplayer maps, and I'm really glad they're in the game. And because that's really helping Season 1 stay alive for the most part. And Gunfight.
I heard someone say that Season 1 of Cold War is what the game should be like from launch, and to that I say maybe, but like I don't know. I think Season 1 for the start for now is pretty nice. I mean, Cold War's doing better than some other games. Cyberpunk.
Oh my god, dude! I can't even imagine.
What a train wreck!
I can't even imagine how the developers feel. Like,
by the way, everyone that's listening to this podcast, what's the company that made it? CD. What are they called?
CD Projekt Red.
Yeah, CD Projekt Red. Invest in them now as their stocks have gone all the way down. Buy them all now, and then when the game re-releases, you'll get money. I think. I don't know. My friend was telling me.
Yo, let me go. Let me go. I gotta. I'm online trading.
And I know we're going a bit off topic from Cold War, but in all, like, I think Cyberpunk's actually something that'd be good to talk about. Wow, what a train wreck! The game was not ready. There's reasons. There were so many delays. I really think, when they delayed it the first time, that's the first time they tried playing the game on a PS4, and they're like, "Shit, this doesn't work. This doesn't work."
Probably.
And I've seen one clip, and it's like a guy being like, "There's a bunch of like NCPs here, and now they're all gone. Like all these people, that characters are in the game, and they weren't there." And he's looking around for them, right? Like people walking through the streets, they all just disappeared. And he does like a little turn, and they all pop back up, and he just starts like crying, and. God.
Dude, I saw this one clip. This dude pulls up to a building, and it's not even rendered in, and he sits in front of the building for like a full 30 seconds, and it takes like 30 seconds to get the whole building rendered in instead of a blurry mess of just whatever the graphics there are. I feel really bad for the developers, to be honest. I mean, 8 years working on the same game just to have it go this way. I mean, good for them to have like the integrity to be like, oh, well, this is shit. Let's take it off the store. Let's give people refunds.
I don't know if it was fully them. Maybe it was more Sony being like, right, okay, let's get this, because Xbox stuff they've taken off the store. I don't know, but we have Love Kiss in the chat saying, why do we have to play Warzone to unlock some challenges in Cold War? I think that's probably
that's a good point.
Encourage people to go over the Warzone.
Exactly, and I think that's a really good point there, though. That a lot of people don't. It's funny, right? I mean, you could say the same thing about zombies, where it's like, why do I have to play zombies to do this? But yeah, like Cosmic was saying, it's to encourage people to play Warzone. But yeah, I don't mind. I honestly don't mind.
Hey, that as well as they are integrated as well with each other. We have someone in the chat saying,
right.
So it makes sense for them to kind of cross over. But I seen one clip of Cyberpunk, and do you know who Moist Crickle is?
I think I've heard the name.
There's one clip, and someone in the chat's been like, "What do you think of the game?" And he's like, "What do I think of the game?" And then a car glitches out at that moment and flies in the air. And he's like, "Does that answer your question?"
Oh no!
It's so good. I'll send you after, but it's the funniest clip.
Dude, that's giving me some. What am I thinking of? Never mind. I'm thinking of something.
Never mind, you lost it.
I lost it. It went as quickly as it came.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. So Cold War. Also, Prop Hunt is back. So.
Oh yeah.
I've been having a lot of fun with Prop Hunt. I mean, probably my favorite party game mode of any Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I mean, I literally posted a highlight video of my first game of Prop Hunt. That's how much I like it. I was like, you know what? This is good freaking content,
Yeah.
I'm like low-key debating doing like a Prop Hunt series on my channel. I'm low-key debating it.
Go for it. Go for it. Play some Prop Hunt.
Yo.
I want to know when they adding gun game into the game, because that's my favorite game mode.
Oh yeah, that'd be great to see if gun game returns.
Yeah, it should, because it's a Treyarch game mode, isn't it?
It's just an everybody game mode.
No, but it started off in Treyarch.
Oh, did it start off in a Treyarch game?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
I think it was Black Ops 1 that started with the whole party section and all that.
Okay.
But I think now we've been over more of the game. We think Warzone Alcatraz is good, even though it was marketed to be maybe something a bit different.
Yeah.
multiplayer, the maps are good, and the multiplayer is definitely in a better state than it was before.
Definitely.
And again, referring back to Cyberpunk for just a second, I think looking at Cyberpunk and looking at Cold War, I think we can tell what a broken game is compared to a game that's just kind of mediocre, maybe at times. Mm-hmm. So, with that in context, you can kind of see how the game isn't really that bad. And then moving over to zombies, there's really not a lot there.
Not a lot.
Jingle Hells is there, and that's fun. They put a lot of work into it. What's your favorite part of the game mode?
I think, kind of piggybacking off of what you just said there real quick, and then I'll answer your question. We do have Jingle Hells. We also have challenges that you can do for operators.
Oh, yeah.
So, that's been fun. But
I seen that they added...
yeah, you're saying?
I seen that they added in that new prestige icon system.
Oh yeah, dude.
And that is really cool.
About that. I keep forgetting about that, man. I don't like.
I can get prestige icons from the best Call of Duty game in the world, and no one can stop me. Call of Duty Ghosts. When they eventually add them, I can use them.
Hey, there you go.
No
man.
one can stop me.
There you go.
No
it's
one
all about
can
that
stop
customization.
That's actually really good.
But yeah, to answer your question, I think my favorite part about Jingle Hells is the presence, and you get really good weapons out of them. Although, and I think this is the similar criticism that I had with Gunfight, the presence got to be a little more original. Like 50% of the time, I'm getting a Gallo. Like
I got a ray gun from it once.
And really nice, dude.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I went to a high round because I wanted to use the Mac 10 for a video to show gameplay of it. By the way, it's pretty mediocre. I got a ray gun during this run, and I was like, "Oh, sick,
nice." Dude.
I mean, I guess that kind of explains why there's not really a mystery box.
Yeah, it gets rid of the mystery. Yeah, it replaces the mystery box mechanic, but at the same time, it's not the mystery box. You're not guaranteed to have a present when you shoot a snowman or you kill a zombie. No.
One thing I really, really don't like, I guess it's not really, I just think it's kind of stupid. The snowballs literally do nothing.
Well, if you hit a zombie with a snowball, they have a higher chance of dropping presents.
Is that why they're there?
That's pretty much why they're there.
Why can't they be like tag and do headshot?
That's what I was saying. That
was cool.
I mean, it should have been totally like Tagged or Toten, where you got the headshot kills, which the Tagged or Toten snowballs aren't the greatest anyways. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of them because I don't know, I have accuracy issues with them. Maybe I should just get good. But
maybe.
I noticed it's the same crosshair in the middle of the screen too from Tagged or Toten for the snowballs. So it's like, that's kind of cool, a little callback there. But yeah, other than that, man, I think they totally missed the opportunity to have a Christmas Easter egg. I think Orlov looking like Santa Claus, like he's got like a long white beard and he's got a hat or whatever.
Good, yeah.
That would have been really cool. Or even Mayak. Mayak could be like the Abominable Snowman or something. I don't know, something winter, Christmas, holiday themed. But I don't know. I think they definitely missed the opportunity there.
I don't know. I think they could have took some inspiration from the custom maps that have been before. There was one custom map from ages ago, and it had a Santa boss fight.
Oh yes, Evil Christmas.
The funniest thing in the world. They should have done something like that. I don't know how hard it would have been for them because I think you have to do like a boss fight mode or something.
Dude, a boss fight mode would be sick. I mean, like Infinite Warfare. Infinite Warfare's boss mode. That'd be great.
I mean, I guess they don't really have boss fights right now, but they'll get.
Not right now.
Maybe. Actually, do we think they'll get boss fights? Do we think they will?
I think there's a good chance we will get boss fights still. I mean, all the other games had them. I mean, think about it this way, too. Tagged or Toten didn't necessarily have a boss fight. So
no, I had like a defending off.
Yeah, and that's basically what the Machine's Easter egg is. So
and essentially, actually, Tagged or Toten's boss fight is essentially just Onslaught. So
yeah, actually,
essentially, yeah.
I didn't think about it that way. That's awesome. That's pretty funny.
Yeah. I'm guessing that's where they got the idea from. You know what? I know something.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they were working on the game, and they're like, okay, we have this game mode we're working on called Onslaught. Let's just make it the boss fight.
Dude.
Let's just make it the boss fight.
Might as well, right? I think, what would be really sick, because we're talking about boss fights in the future. I think it'd be really cool if some of the boss fights were old Black Ops 1 villains like Kravchenko and Steiner and all that kind of stuff. I think that'd be so cool to have that kind of boss fight. I mean, I don't know how they would fit into the story and whatnot, because I don't know. This is a new Dark Aether story, right? But
yeah,
I just think that'd be really cool and just really tie the universe in together. Or even, the thing is too, in the season 1 opening cinematic, when Weaver is torturing Stitch, or Weaver, Adler is torturing Stitch.
Adler, yeah.
Adler, after right before he stabs Stitch's eye, he goes, "Yeah, this is for Weaver," and so Weaver is involved in that storyline somehow. So I don't know. I just want to see. I want to see a blend. I want to see them come together.
Some elements coming together. I know that the Modern Warfare and Cold War stories are connected. Like they're in the same universe.
Oh, absolutely, sure. Yeah.
And it's been confirmed through multiple things, and that's the direction they're going in, which I think is great.
Yeah, I like that idea.
In the future, like I can see Infinity War doing zombies because of how popular the machine's been, and if the season's been good, I can definitely see them maybe doing a zombies game mode as well.
Absolutely.
And I can see it going off of like price and all that. So because I don't know if you've seen the cinematic for Warzone. I think it was supposed to. I don't know why it's there. I think it's for like just Warzone, right?
Okay.
That Soap has been confirmed now.
Oh, I didn't see that one
on the radio. Yeah.
Oh,
Soap's
nice.
been confirmed. The missile was, how there's supposed to be a big missile.
Yeah.
It was going to go off, but Captain Price came in and was like, "I stopped it."
Oh, nice.
That was it. He typed in the code thing, and then that was it.
Dude, nice.
So, and stopped the missile, and then he was on the radio. Soap being like, "We need backup or something." He's like, "I'm on the way."
That's pretty cool.
That's Soap confirmed. So I'm glad Soap is coming back.
Yeah, cool character. I mean, yeah, OG Modern Warfare character. Love to see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were mentioning a little bit earlier that we were talking about the MAC-10 and the newer weapons.
Oh yeah.
MAC-10.
I haven't tried the other one.
Not great in zombies, but multiplayer, it's pretty good actually. I like it.
Do you aim in with it or no?
I try to. I mean, there's a lot of recoil. But I think if you can get the right attachments, the recoil won't be as bad.
Yeah, for me, when I see someone, I just spray at them. I don't even aim it, and I think that works better than aiming in with a gun.
Well, dang.
And obviously at long range it won't work. But if you're right next to them, the gun actually has quite a decent amount of like you can fire people quite easily. And
I'll have to try some more hip fire.
I've been doing that. Yeah. I'm sad they missed the opportunity to do a dual wield version of it.
Yeah,
why not?
Definitely.
That would have been so fun.
Definitely, dude.
That would have been so fun.
At least that weapon. At least that one.
Yeah, because it's more a pistol than an SMG, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like a full auto pistol, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a small little dude.
What was that one called? And is it the L-CAR?
Oh yeah. Yeah, L-CAR in Black Ops 3.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That is it. Yeah, like that, or the one from Black Ops 2. Like they could, I don't know. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
But I wish we had dual wheels. But maybe cool. One day.
Maybe one day we can have akimbo SMGs again, or like Modern Warfare 2, those akimbo shotguns.
Oh yeah.
Maybe one day we'll have those back. I mean, we got the Striker coming in the mid-season mark for season 1.
That is going to be exciting.
Everyone's gonna use it. Everyone's gonna use it and camp in a corner. That is gonna be like the first 3 days of the second half of season 1. Everyone's sitting in a corner with that shotgun and playing like absolute cowards.
Multiplayer and zombies as well. It's gonna be like that, and zombies I think as well.
Well, people camping in the corner with the Striker, or no, not the Striker, the Street Sweeper.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be better than the what's it called, the
Gallo.
What's the meta shotgun? Yeah.
Gallo Howard.
Yeah, the Gallo. Yeah, because that's like the main shotgun people are using zombies right now. I think it'll be better than that because obviously I don't know. Have you ever used it like in Modern Warfare 3? Because
I didn't play a whole lot of Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer, admittingly.
No. Well, imagine a brecci. So there you go.
Okay, but now it's full auto.
Well, yeah, exactly. So imagine a haymaker actually.
Basically a haymaker. Okay. Well, you know what?
Oh, that's pretty fun.
I hope it's a really good weapon. I have yet to use the Groza though. I'm not quite there in the battle pass, but
I haven't used it either.
I don't know. Yeah, I have no opinion about it, and I don't. I honestly haven't seen a whole lot of people using it either. So I don't know. Maybe people just aren't playing a lot. I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard it melts.
Oh.
Other than that, I mean, I've heard it melts in Warzone, but they're two different games. So I don't know what to. That's weird, isn't it? Because I guess when you unlock it in the Battle Pass in Cold War, is that when you can use it in Warzone?
I think.
Or can you just use it in Warzone naturally?
I'm pretty sure you can just use it in Warzone naturally if you just pick it up off the ground or out of a supply box. But yeah, in order for you to have like a loadout drop or something like that, you're gonna need the Battle Pass, obviously, to do that.
Yeah. Wow, there you go.
But yeah, dude, it was definitely very strange going back to a Modern Warfare movement system playing Rebirth Island. I feel so slow because my FOV is so high on Cold War. I feel so slow. It's so funny. Imagine. It's so funny. I mean,
does Modern Warfare's movement feel like still refined than that, or does it feel a bit clunky?
It feels good. Like it feels like it's normal movement, but I feel slow.
Yeah.
Like just cause.
Yeah.
And I remember because I tried sliding. I'm so used to Cold War slide where you like dash really quickly. This slide is like really slow. You just, I don't know. It's just real slow to me, and it was weird. I was surprised that I even got like 6 kills. Like I was how I haven't played Modern Warfare in like months.
Here's an interesting topic. Do you think they would add? Actually, they wouldn't. They wouldn't add it in. But I was gonna say, do you think they would ever add in Alcatraz or Rebirth Island into what's the game mode called?
Onslaught or
what's that? What's that big game mode in Cold War called? The firefight.
Well, Fireteam Dirty Bomb?
Yeah, Fireteam Dirty Bomb. That's it. Yeah.
I think there could be an opportunity to do that, but at the same time, they probably won't because the new Fireteam Dirty Bomb map is Sanatorium this season.
Oh, there's a new. Oh, I didn't even know.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't really play Fireteam Dirty Bomb, so I don't know if it's actually in the game yet or not. I'm gonna be totally honest.
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just like behind the wall. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna release this later. We could. Probably. It's in the game, and we could release it now for you, but we're gonna wait until later.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I you know what I think is also really funny is I see a lot of people in the zombies community saying like, oh well, Jingle Hells isn't content, right?
Well, it is.
It is content, but you know, a lot of people I think are missing the point. Or they're not articulating it accurately to the point of it's not. I think a lot of people right now think it's not enough content. Where they just see one little thing added in Jingle Hells and they go, "Oh, that's not content. That's just nothing." I think it's still content. I think it's still a fun party game mode, fun limited time game mode. You know, its worth comes with its limited time holiday time limit. That's where it's,
Here's what you compare it to. You compare it to like Nuketown versus Christmas Nuketown, except there's a bit more in the machine.
Exactly.
Right? Like that's something I compare it to. And I think even if people don't love the game mode, I don't think people are supposed to love it. I think it's supposed to be a little fun, it's fun to go on to play around in, they put effort into it, play a few games of it, and then when it goes away, I bet everyone will be like, I really like that game mode.
Dude, I'm telling you, that's just how the community is, I think.
Yeah.
Something is coming out, very interesting, or something is coming out. Oh, this is going to be bad, and then when people don't like it, see, I told you it was going to be bad. Then when it goes away, oh, you know what? That wasn't so bad. It's like, come on now, y'all don't know what you had until you lost it. Y'all don't know what you had. I'm telling you, fucking people. I bet you right now, people are defending Black Ops 4. I am willing to put money on that.
Yeah.
That people are defending Black Ops 4 that didn't like it because now they don't like Cold War. They don't like Cold War, and now they got to shit on the new thing and say the old thing was better. I guarantee you I'm putting money on that.
I heard an argument that's actually pretty good. Black Ops Cold War. No, Black Ops 4 had a really bad like base game system, but for content it didn't lack whatsoever. Cold War is the polar opposite, where it has really good, like a really good base game, but the content's so limited.
There definitely is limited content for Cold War comparing to Black Ops 4, but that's just because of the season system. That is literally the only reason. The traditional DLC cycle is no more. You know, no one has to buy a season pass to get free zombies maps, free multiplayer maps.
It's exciting. Yeah,
you know,
I think more people are going to be on it, more involved. It's going to be good.
Yeah.
One interesting point. Do you think Black Ops 4 would have worked? Do you think people would have liked Black Ops 4 more if it was on Cold War's engine and it worked exactly like Cold War and it was the exact same? The same thing. Do you think people would have liked it?
Yeah, more? I think a lot of people would have liked it more.
Do you think they would have ranked it with like Black Ops 3?
Potentially, because because Black Ops Cold War obviously has the classic perks like Jug and Speed Cola.
Yeah.
So if you add that into Black Ops 4 plus the perk upgrades plus all that kind of stuff, I think a lot of people would really like it better. You know, and yeah, I think that's the main reason. The main reason people would like it more is the perks, honestly, because a lot of people were just really mad about the new perk system and all these perks are really overpowered or they just suck or whatever their arguments are going to be for whatever, because there's so many arguments for so many things. But for the most part, they're all negative about Black Ops 4, which I think are too negative about Black Ops 4 because it's not that bad. It's not that bad, guys. I'm telling you right now. But that's just my humble opinion.
That's just your opinion.
But yeah, that's what I say about that. But I definitely agree with the fact that Black Ops Cold War could be a lot more favorable to the community Black Ops 4 would be more favorable to the community if it was in a Black Ops Cold War system.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree with you there. Yeah, like it. Yeah.
Yeah, and
but
what's up?
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, speaking about perks and things like that, I think it'd be really cool if they probably won't do this, but I think it'd be really cool if Treyarch decided to just drop a random perk in the middle of season 1.
Oh yeah, no introduction or anything. Just like drop it in.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Just do it dead of the night.
Do it dead of the night, but with a perk. But you can get away with that. I think.
Yeah,
you can get away with that because it's not a full map. It's just like, hey, there's a perk.
Yeah, that would work, and I think it'd be such a surprise to people. Be like, oh my god, there's a new perk.
Mm-hmm.
PhD's come back.
PhD, Tombstone.
Actually, I would rather Tombstone come back first because I think that'd be more interesting to try out.
Definitely, I'd like to see how solo Tombstone works.
Yeah, because like PhD's fun and all right, but like we know what PhD does. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think just the way Cold War Zombies is set up too, you don't need explosives. You really don't.
No.
You get your Gallo, you get your DIE, you get your ray gun, you get whatever, Hauer M16. Yeah. You just get all that, you're fine.
The one thing they could do with PhD is make it so explosive weapons do more damage.
Yeah, definitely.
Like a 20% increase in like explosive damage or something. I don't know.
Yeah. However, yeah, I think even if that upgrade were a thing, I still think people wouldn't care. To be honest.
Yeah, people won't care because there's a ray gun in the game.
Yeah, because the Sigma and the RPG aren't that great. Everyone hates the M79 with a passion.
Yeah.
So no one's really gonna care,
No, no, they're not.
No one's good. That's funny to me to think about. Where if PhD were to be added back for the first time, I don't think anyone would give a shit because of just the meta of Cold War Zombies.
Yeah. And after Black Ops 4 as well, like people. Everyone's like, oh my god, they had PhD back. And then they did a patch because it used to be that you get shield towards explosives, and they changed it I think a few weeks or something into the game. I can't remember when they changed it, but then it changed it so that you wouldn't take explosive damage.
Yeah.
And people gave a bit of excitement, but no one really cared. So
oh man.
After.
It's funny. It's a funny little community we're a part of, but we love it.
Is that absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're just talking about some of the we talked about some of the negative parts of the community and how everyone just kind of likes to complain about everything sometimes. But
yeah, but sometimes I'll say sometimes the complaints are valid.
No, like, absolutely.
Well, Black Ops 4 a lot like more the YouTuber side if they don't want to play the game, they shouldn't have to play the game.
Right. No, absolutely not.
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
And
but then the people that just blindly hate on the game because of the following of the people they follow, that's where the problem comes in.
Yeah, that's what's crazy to me. I think we mentioned this before, where it's so crazy to me that people blame content creators for the downfall of a game. I think that's crazy. Like, how do you correlate that? Is it because content creators give free promotion for the game, therefore they should be doing more for it? You know, that doesn't equate.
Just people playing video games.
Yeah, they're just people playing video games. They're just trying to make a job. They're trying to make fun out of what they're doing. They're trying to do a career that they like, and if it just so happens to be that they're doing zombies, it just so happens to be that they're doing Call of Duty, they could just easily pack up and go to Minecraft. They could just as easily,
I wouldn't blame them.
All that kind of stuff. See, some content creators shit on games too much. Well, Meme Lord, that is true. A lot of content creators do shit on games maybe a little too much, but I think everyone has a brain, I hope, and they can form their own opinion about the game, instead of following the mob.
The thing is, well, right, is that, like, let's say Mr. T likes this guy, right? It's pretty obvious he doesn't like Black Ops 4 and with good reason.
Right.
And then so many people behind, not even just the younger people, like people that like him and that, right? They'll watch him and they'll see like him be like, "Oh, this game's trash," or whatever, and they would have followed suit that,
Yeah.
And it's not their fault. It's no one's fault, right? Because you're watching this person you've watched forever. All like the great like Black Ops 2 top 5s, all that fun stuff, Black Ops 3, and then they don't like the game, and then you start not liking the game, and then you got that community. I don't know. I think is it like people from Reddit? Is that the people that don't really like content creators?
Oh, dude,
I don't know if that's.
I remember speaking of that and Mr. Lexify. Do you remember his video where he brought on that one dude and he did the interview about Black Ops 4? That's what you made me think of there. But I think the Reddit doesn't really like some content creators for whatever reason, and I don't know why, to be honest. But oh well.
I mean, fair enough. You have your own opinion if you don't like someone, but if it's for the purpose of a game, like because they don't like the game that you like, then that's kind of stupid, isn't it?
Yeah, it really, for some of these people, and it's unfortunate, for some of these people, it boils down to you have a different opinion, therefore I don't like you. That's what it boils down to for a lot of these people. And it's very sad. It's very sad.
Yeah. People should be allowed to have their own opinions.
Yeah, and that's what I implore you all to do. I make positive videos about Call of Duty because I like the game. I can tell you, yes, this is good. Yes, I really like this and I enjoy this and I recommend it.
Yeah.
But you guys got to go do it yourself. You all got to play the game yourself and form an opinion.
Absolutely.
Like, I can definitely say, there have been a lot of people out there who, like we said before, they just kind of follow the mob mentality. Well, this guy doesn't like Black Ops 4. He's got 1 million subscribers. Then let's not like Black Ops 4. That's what we got to do as a community. We come together and we don't like Black Ops 4. Play the fucking game and make your own opinion.
Yeah.
Now, maybe you have played the game and you agree with his points. And if you have, that's great. Then you have a valid reason.
That's it.
But
that's an opinion.
I know I've seen so many people who have just like, well, I only played like 1 or 2 games. Oh, well, I don't really know too much about the game. Well, maybe play it and get a little bit of opinion. You can have your own. What am I trying to say? You can have your own. There's a word I'm looking for, but before you play the game, you can have your own thoughts of what it looks like to you and how it seems. But when you actually play it, I think that's where you start to really form your own opinion.
I think like a good example of well, for me at least, when Ghost, I didn't play Ghost straight away when it came out. I played it a bit after the game came out, right? I think it was into DLC. I played it when it came out, but I didn't play it a lot. And then I played it a lot more halfway through. People were hating the game. People didn't like the game, right? I couldn't get enough of it. I really liked the game. Like, that was the first time I made my own opinion about a game or something. Yeah. And I actually really enjoyed it. I was like, whoa, I really like this game. And I can understand why people don't like it. But at the same time, it's like, I thought, for me, it was probably the most fun I've had on a multiplayer. like ever.
Yeah, there you go. And you know what? That's awesome. People having their own thoughts and opinions, that's great. And that's what makes people people at the end of the day. You know, kind of getting into that little territory of, you know, the philosophy of free thinking and thought, ladies and gentlemen. That's for a different podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't know. I think the Call of Duty community is very vehement about a lot of things. And it's very very interesting to see. Very interesting to see.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, but like going back to season 1, because that's the topic of the day.
Yeah, season 1, of course. Yes, of course.
Today's live stream episode, even. I think the best way to sum things up about it is that Alcatraz is good, but it's Alcatraz, and we've played Alcatraz before. It's fun to see the weapons from Cold War in the game, and I like use. I think they look really cool. I think they feel nice, you know, all that stuff. But like at the same time, it's like it's Modern Warfare, and it's Alcatraz. We've already played it before, right?
Yeah. It's one of those things where, yes, it's new, but it's not new. It's kind of like Jingle Hells. Yeah, it's new.
Yeah,
but it's not really super new.
No.
And don't worry, I see your messages in the chat, Meme Lord. What are we talking? Yes, we are talking about COD, of course. This is the Division Z podcast. We are talking about Call of Duty Zombies. We're talking about season 1 and all that kind of stuff. If it's good, if it's not, you know, things like that. You know, we were saying earlier, I for one, I like the season because of what they've added. I think, you know, gunfight is awesome in this game. I like prop hunt, things like that.
They're all good additions to the game, and they only really make the game better. They haven't added anything that makes it worse.
Right. No, absolutely not.
That's what I'm thankful for. And again, I keep bringing Cyberpunk up, but going back to Cyberpunk, like the Cold War was rushed, and there's no lie. That's why there's not a lot of content there. But thank God they chose quality over quantity. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
Like, thank God, because I promise you, if they went for more stuff in the game at launch, it would not have turned out great.
Yeah, for sure. And I think everyone in the community, I think it's really funny how everyone was so excited at the beginning of Black Ops 4. 4 maps at launch. Oh my God. You know, this is the kind of quantity we want. And then everyone doesn't like it. And now everyone's saying, you know, well, you make a really good map, Treyarch. And then now Treyarch has made a really good map. And then people want more. It's a really funny dichotomy to me where, you know, it's like, I understand if you're bored of Die Maschine because it's the same map a bunch of times. I understand it. I get it. I mean, personally, I'm not bored of it yet, but I get your argument. But this is literally what the community wants. This is literally what Treyarch, if anything, listened to us.
Yeah,
you know.
They did exactly what people wanted, and I seen a comment being like, "This isn't really relevant to like a Cold War," but it was like, I don't know. I was like, community, we don't like this. Treyarch, okay, we'll change it and fix it. Community doesn't appreciate it. You know, like it doesn't like it.
And that's where kind of like the CD Projekt Red developers, like you feel bad about their game just doing absolutely terrible. You know,
because
I feel bad about the Call of Duty developers sometimes, where, you know, especially this year, they've been on a time crunch to push the game out. They got a lot to fix from the previous game, and you know, I think they get a lot more shit than they deserve sometimes. You know,
and
I think, you know, some creative and artistic decisions don't go over so well, and you know, that's just how it is sometimes.
I think that's quite hard because a lot of the time with developers and natural community, there's a gray area of what developers want to do and the community wants.
Absolutely.
And then there's other factors like Activision and skill-based matchmaking, and like I'm talking more about the multiplayer this time around. But like I think as far as Zombies goes, they had full creativity, but their resources were limited, which is fine because they made a good product.
Yeah, they did a lot with limited resources. Well, we say limited resources, but really what limited resources means is everyone's working from home and they're on a time crunch to put a game out this year instead of next year.
I wonder I wonder what the game would have been like if it got the extra year. I wonder if it would have been good or bad.
That's a very good question. I think Chaos would have come back.
Maybe.
I definitely think it would have, to be honest with you. If they had an extra year, they could do a Chaos and Dark Aether split, I think.
Do you think that the game mode, like that section of maps, made enough money during Black Ops 4? Because I know it's a Black Ops Pass. Actually, no, it doesn't really matter because it's the Black Ops Pass. It doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah, I was gonna say the Black Ops Pass. You know, it doesn't matter.
I remember that we had Rizzo on, and we were talking about a bit about Extinction, and because he obviously talked to the developers and that before,
right,
about the game mode, and the reason they didn't bring it back was financially it didn't make enough money. Didn't have enough player investment for them to make it again. So even though the game mode was good, they're not bringing it back because the majority of people didn't really enjoy it. Maybe they played it once or twice, but after that, never played it again. So I think with the Chaos maps especially, I think what they would have done is like, okay, these maps did not do well.
Yeah.
Like the interest rates and all that, like they didn't do well. Dead of the Night especially didn't do well because I'm pretty sure. What happened with Dead of the Night? I seen
Dead of the Night just launched without any warning.
Without warning, yeah. And I'm sure the player interest in that map was probably the lowest we've ever seen in a map before. Probably,
definitely.
Especially unless like Black Ops 1, maybe like when the zombie community was really starting to gather. Maybe like Ascension. Maybe Ascension would beat it in like at actual launch, but that map was. No, that was probably one of the main things that buried Chaos into the ground.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of those other things too, where it's like I want to see how the story concludes, but at the same time,
absolutely,
because so many people didn't like Black Ops 4. You know, Black Ops Cold War is just a fresh new slate, but I don't know, man. It's kind of hard to say what Cold War would have been like if they got that extra year, but we got a message here in the chat saying the people complaining about one map or wrong. What? The people complaining about one map or wrong, depending on their approach, in my opinion, because if you're complaining about a single map and you mostly play multiplayer, you're just making yourself look bad. Well, here's the thing. I think where people are complaining about one map don't just play multiplayer, they play zombies too. You know, let me rephrase that. The people who are complaining about one map only play zombies. And I think because it's funny, like I said earlier, people were like, oh, they were super excited for Black Ops 4 and all the maps coming out at launch, and then they didn't like them. Oh, Treyarch, make one really good map instead of 4 mediocre ones. Treyarch makes one really good map. Oh, that's not enough maps. Make more. So, I think
it's this constant cycle.
Yeah, it's a constant cycle of people just not being either they're just not appreciative, or they just want to hate on shit for no reason.
I think when Treyarch do what the community tells them to do, then the community forgets about what they told them to do and forget about how the last thing they did didn't want.
Right. Yeah.
So then it goes on to okay, well, this map's really good, but make 5 more of these.
Yeah. Well,
and make them now and give us 7 game modes and give us all weapons from all the games in one box and do this, do that. Give us cutscenes. Give us an hour cutscene. What I mean? I don't know. At the end of the day, zombies is a side mode. I think this year potentially could be a lot more because of how well it started off.
Absolutely.
But I feel like the community partly have to stick with it, and developers need to put in a bit more time into it. I hope as the game progresses, it gets better.
I think the thing to make zombies not a side mode anymore is add a competitive mode. That is it. That's the last little hurdle we need for it to not be a side mode and then to be a really main mode, The chat is saying make like 2 decent maps and fix the bugs. I mean, 2 maps would be cool like we had in Black Ops 3, the Shadows of Evil and the Giant. I mean, but it's really, to me, not the end of the world that Black Ops Cold War only launched with 1 map because Die Maschine is really good.
It's a solid 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah,
so that's all we can really ask for, to be honest.
Yeah, and that's the thing, dude, and that's why I'm really looking forward to all these zombies esports teams and organizations popping up. We got, Obey Undead coming up.
Yeah.
Codename Pizza's working on something for a new website.
Yeah.
That's why I'm really looking forward to seeing the progression of this and seeing what we can do as a community and seeing how we can push this in people's faces.
To get this to get going, like a community, like a competitive mode in Zombies, it really needs to be a community that pushes it first, and then maybe developers will see track of that and be like, okay, let's add in like a ranked game mode in the Zombies or something, like Grief or something.
I agree.
And then that's where it can be. I think, to be honest, folks, for ranked game modes though, I think there has to be a mixture of classic Zombies and stuff that makes the game go quite quick.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's got to be Grief.
Yeah, Grief, and there has to be something that limits it to like a certain time. Because like I want one version. Like let's say there's Grief, like a normal version, right, where it's just Grief, and as long as you survive, right. But let's say there's like Grief, like Grief Chaos, where it's like a lot harder, and the game's like you don't have Jug or anything, and you have your pack punch weapons in that still, but like it's a lot harder. And then I think and this is a thought that I just thought about in my head, to be honest.
I think a Zombies hardpoint could be fun, where you take the defend this area from rush, right? And instead of people just, you sit in the area and kill a bunch of zombies, no, you sit there and earn points like you do in normal hardpoint, and people can contest and things like that. The only thing would be is if people are contesting, would you be able to kill enemy players?
Yeah.
And I think the answer would be yes. And here's why.
Wouldn't you?
The answer for that is, my idea for a Zombies hardpoint would be, yes, it's on a Zombies map like Die Maschine or whatever. And the players have spawn points too, just like the zombies. So not only are you fighting zombies, you're fighting the players. You got to go to hardpoint, and you got to get the time. First team to 250 wins. I would say tone down the zombie spawns a little bit, because if it's like round 30 for whatever reason, then
it's just gonna be impossible.
It's just gonna be kill all the zombies. Don't even worry about the hardpoint. But I don't know, something like that could be fun. And then you still have to open doors. You still have to get the pack punch. Like, you still have to do all these things, but you got hardpoint, and you got to first team to 250 wins. So which team can do this better? Which team can do this more efficiently? And so that's kind of an idea that I just had recently that I thought could be really interesting.
That's such a good idea. I hope to bring a bunch of game modes like that in.
Definitely, dude. Definitely. The chat here is also saying, my thoughts are, don't overshoot and make a perfect game, and don't barely try and make so many buggy and broken maps. You need a good middle ground. You can't have perfection, and not trying is just dumb. Well, here's the thing. They are trying, and this game is not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. This game is not perfect at all. I think this is, like we said before, Die Maschine is a good map. It's not a perfect map. It's a good map. And I think that embodies Black Ops Cold War, to be honest.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But Cold War Season 1. We talked about a lot of different topics about Cold War.
Yeah, we talked about Cold War. We even did the Cyberpunk a wee bit as well.
Cyberpunk a little bit. Yeah, this was a very informative episode, I would say, of the podcast.
Absolutely,
today, I think we definitely touched on a few issues and a few talking points that I think are definitely very rampant in the community, and I don't mean rampant in a negative way, but they're just a lot of different places, for lack of a better term. But I think honestly, it can only go up from here. Black Ops 4, it can only go up from here, man.
Yeah, no, absolutely, I agree with you 100%. As a great base game, Season 1, that's just a taste, I'm really excited for the future. And I think the real fun will start when they add the new maps. But other than that, I think Season 1 does the best it can do with what it has.
Yeah, absolutely. Prop hunt is fun. Gunfight is fun. I like Raid. I like the Pines. Great. Warzone is, what's Warzone?
Warzone,
And then Jingle Hells. I like Jingle Hells, but, it's limited time. So it's like, whatever. It's here for a little bit. And then Cranked. And then when that comes out and we get a little bit more content, I'm really excited to see how that fares. So we'll definitely... I think that episode of the podcast will kind of be a part 2 to this one.
Yeah.
But, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But one final question here in the chat before we end things off today. Would you rather a great single map, a bunch of buggy maps, or a couple decent maps? So 3 options. I'd
rather one great map, because
absolutely.
One great map, that's where you make all the memories on, like the Rise and Draka, Origins, even like Mob, that Call of the Dead. I'd rather great maps, because that's where all the memories are made.
That's where all the memories are made, and that's where the replayability is too. If you make a really great map that's very replayable, then that one great map is all you need to tie you over until the next game or the next map or season. That whole thing.
Like Jason, I bet you have a bunch of great memories from Rise and Drac.
Oh, of course.
Origins, Mob, right?
Absolutely.
If I ask you, what are your great memories in Die Rise? There's probably nothing positive that comes into your mind.
I mean, falling off the buildings.
There's that one time with that series where we
no kill challenge. Honestly, that was probably some of the most fun I've ever had on Die Rise. Like straight up, and it's literally we can't even kill a zombie. What does that tell you about I don't know.
Exactly.
Like you just the no kill challenge is fun though. Honestly, I'd like to go back and do that one day just to see how well I can do, or maybe you and I we can do it again sometime on stream. And,
Absolutely,
we can just have some fun with it.
That'd be great.
But yeah, man. There's like I can think of a couple good memories on Transit though. But I mean
that's because of the launch map.
That's because of the launch. Exactly. That's because of the launch map. But
same with Kino,
exactly.
The launch maps. That's why there's good memories of it.
Exactly, dude. Well, I think we covered a lot with season 1, and I think we had a pretty good episode. Before we end off the podcast, thank you for the resubscription, Thunderpugs, my friend. How many months in a row is that? That's 10 months in a row. My God, dude, you're insane. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that, Thunderpugs. My man. But you came just in time for the end of the show. I'm sorry, but
I mean, what we should probably do as well, Jason.
What's up?
I think this is the last episode before Christmas.
Before Christmas, yes.
Yeah, so I think what we have to do as well is, obviously, if you celebrate if you celebrate Christmas, have a Merry Christmas, and if you don't, then have a great day anyway.
Absolutely.
We send you the best wishes in that, and we hope you have a great day with your family and your loved ones.
Absolutely, man. Merry Christmas to all the Division Z podcast watchers out there. Happy holidays, whatever you celebrate, and to all a good night. But once again, in all seriousness, thank you guys so much for watching episode 29 of the Division Z podcast. If you did enjoy, check out K Cosmic down below linked, and follow me right here on Twitch so you don't miss another episode of the podcast live. And of course, for the video watchers out there on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're a brand new viewer, and we will see you all next time. Peace out.
Everyone.